episode is a special edition. And I told myself that I wasn't going to be strategic or try to find the right words to say, that I wanted to tell my truth, my story on my platform where I feel safe. And I'm ready to get into all the smoke.
Let's do that.
Clock that T.
let's do that, Caresha. Hold up.
So,
wait a second, y'all. Wait.
One and only.
Wait.
My best friend.
Wait, my love. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. The interview we all been waiting on. Young Miami decides to tell her truth. You know, she talks about her relationship with Diddy.
I felt like it was beneficial for both of us. I think that, like, you know, I was able to come and be a brand ambassador for DeLeon and take it to a whole nother level, because I feel like, I won't say nobody wasn't drinking DeLeon, but
nobody wasn't drinking DeLeon.
Nobody wasn't drinking DeLeon. I'm trying to figure out, and they got they got drinks in front of them, and now one of them touched their drinks. I don't like that drink. Look good as a motherfucker too on me. I wonder what that is. But anywho, she said their relationship was a benefit. It was a fun. I mean, it was beneficial for the both of them. So she's saying they had a working relationship. This is tough. It's tough, man, because she got caught in the midst of all this shit, like the whole web. She got caught on the web, and the world came crashing down on her. Damn, that's crazy. The falling out with her partner in crime and JT.
Once we go to the internet, that's kind of like a
facts.
I'm the type of person, like, if we feel some type of way, we can hash this out.
Yeah.
Behind closed doors.
Yeah.
We can call my phone, we can text each other, we can cuss each other
right.
out. But like, once it goes to the internet, I feel like you're trying to get people to pick a side. Like, you putting people in our business to pick a side, and I don't with that.
Yeah, right.
Like,
look. So I didn't know her and the JT fallout was that serious. I agree with Caresha. I mean, when you go to the internet, man, like, you opening up a can full of worms. When you want to allow the public to have an opinion on what y'all got going on personally, it's different. That's a different type of ish of doing, to me personally. Like, we're not finna get nobody to come in here to try to stir up none of this that's already stirred up behind the scene. Like, it's already turmoil. Why would we want to allow the world into this? Like, that's because then it's like it's no room for return, because now people, like you said, gonna be picking sides and all of that. Like, ain't nobody got time for that. The internet world is literally a world of its own. Like, I don't know, man. We can't do that. We gotta stop this, man, because at one point Shorty was pregnant and she was holding it down by herself when Shorty was in the beam. Y'all don't remember none of that? She made sure that Shorty had a bag while she was down and out. She a real one. Caresha, I mean, I don't know, bruh. You can tell it's Shorty got a lot on her plate. Still, though, right? I mean, still, a lot of this bothers her. You can tell. Like, can't nobody convince me that it don't. You can tell that a lot of it bothers her, but she carrying it good, bro. She carrying it good, and I commend her for it. And her getting back to finding herself again. When Sean Puffy Combs' situation hit the fan, a lot of people wondered, what about Miami? What about their relationship? And what do she have to say about all the nonsense, the raids, the allegations? You know, a lot of this stuff is still pending, so I'm pretty sure she's going to be very careful with what she have to say about Diddy in his open case.
Is that the reason why, when all of these allegations and lawsuits came apart, like, why didn't you speak?
Because I can't speak on something that wasn't my experience. And I can't speak on something that I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't speak on these allegations because I wasn't around at the time.
Yeah.
I don't know that person, and that wasn't my experience.
So with you being...
That's what I'm saying. Everybody ain't gonna experience, you know, a man or a woman very differently than the next person did. You know what I mean? Because obviously people grow. They not that same person they once was before. And then again, her standards probably been hella different than the next shorties or Cassie. If we just being honest, because that's what this all about. You know, that video surfaced and everybody wondered if, you know, that's how he treated her. Let's just be honest here. If we're going to be candid, let's be candid. If we're going to not sugarcoat anything, let's not do that. Everybody wondered if that's how he treated her. And she said, hell nah, that wasn't my experience. So it wasn't even my place to even say anything about it. That's trail. I feel like she keeping it P right now. Y'all don't? She keeping it funky as a motherfucker. Shit, she ain't saying nothing that, you know what I mean? That got me feeling like, come on, mama, you lying. You know what I mean? So she's sitting with, you know, none other than Santana, somebody who's very vocal with how he feels about things, and someone who not gonna bite his tongue, and he's gonna tell her exactly how he feel and where he stands with all of this. But more importantly, he's gonna get her to open up the way a friend, a close friend, will get their friend to open up. Damn, shorty pretty in the motherfucker. Did y'all know she was like that? Like, damn, maybe I ain't really pay attention, but young Miami pretty is a motherfucker, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Damn, mama. I'm sorry you had to go through all of this, baby. I'm sorry. I can't wait to hear what she got to say. So without further ado, Caresha, please, mama. Please. Tell your truth. It's right back on you.
Today, I want you to take this time to put everything on the floor.
Right.
Get it all out.
Right.
Because once you talk today, ain't nobody gonna hear from you till 2028, baby.
Thank you.
So I want you to take today and let everything out, get everything off your chest, and we're gonna get into it.
Let's go. I'm ready.
So
Hold up, before they get started, I really hope this is not one of them on the surface sit downs where she's holding back information and we feel like it. You know what I mean? In our gut, like, man, nah, she's not really telling the truth. I hope it isn't one of them type of situations. Because that's not why we here. We want to know if Diddy and all the allegations, you know, with, you know, surrounding the, you know, the problematic and toxic relationship with him and Cassie was enduring the same, you know, with you and him. Like, please, like, I'm not here for the PC answers. I'm not sitting through this 40-minute situation or 30-minute per se situation for the PC answers, mama. And Saucy, the minute she get beside herself, you better check that. We not here for that. On me. Get straight to the shits, mama. Word.
Everybody go through this in their career and in life. I feel like in life, everybody go through something, whether it's a breakup, a divorce, a death, just like whatever it is. And I feel like,
let it out. This is a safe space. This is your space to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
And just
see, that's really, why I'm saying,
you know, let out how you feel.
A good friend's gonna allow that to happen.
I feel like the people that I thought that would be in my corner, or that are like, when I was going through this shit, nobody called me. Checked on me. Nobody called me to see how I was doing. Like, people was really like, you thought.
Yeah. So when it comes to Diddy, why do you think that you are so heavily involved?
Damn, that's all right. So look, I gotta say this, and here's where I have a disdain for, you know, for family who there when it's up. Like, when you go up, I'm talking about the baby cousins, the big cousins, the aunties you never knew come out the woodworks, the uncles, you know, shit. If we being honest, the brothers, the sisters out of, you know what I mean, out of wedlock come out I mean, they come out and be like, yo, what's up, brother? Like, how you doing? And this and that. But when you going through shit, real life start lifing, nobody is there to answer. The phone calls when you calling and really going through things, nobody is there to pick up their phone and call you and see how you doing mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally. Nobody It is only when they are in dire need of a financial situation to benefit them is when they picking up their phone calling you. This is why you can tell this woman is really sad and broken inside from all of this shit. You can tell when she got to talk about nobody calling to check up. That shit be real life. That's real. I can't stand that, man. I can't stand that. I can't. I can't. And I wondered how she felt after all of, you know what I mean, the shit that done went down, bro. The raids and all of that. I've always wondered. And really, quite frankly, I want to know how it is. Her and Diddy relationship, was that even real? Like, when we talk these celebrities and all of that, none of that should be fake. A lot of it is fake. So I wonder if it was like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. And then for a long time, you had a lot of people blaming her for the Cassie situation. And I'm like, how? What the fuck she got to do with it? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know, man. Or if they wasn't blaming her for the Cassie situation, they blaming her for Diddy's behavior. Like, she ain't got nothing to do with nothing. If we being honest, so I don't know, man. But we about to get off into it. They jump right to it too. Ooh, I'm liking this. Saucy Santana, my guy, I like it, dog.
With Diddy, what was your experience with dating him? Because I feel like in the headlines, it's a lot of
let's get to that.
Just chaos, and
let's
it's a
get
lot
to that.
Of allegations, and so I think that's what makes people feel like, well, since you were so heavily involved, you were a part of these things, or you were around these things. So, what was
let's
your
get
experience
to that.
like? Dating him.
Let's get to that.
He was getting the Global Icon Award, the
Come
Lifetime
on.
Achievement Award, the Key to the City. He
Come
had
on.
a new album that was coming out, so I was celebrating him with the world, and I just feel like everybody trying to crucify me for it. Like, you was his biggest advocate. You was his cheerleader, but I was just celebrating when the world was celebrating him.
Look.
So why am I being crucified, or why am I
that
being
part?
separated?
See, that's right there. I wondered why was we coming down on Shorty, and I'm gonna say we because shit, I ain't gonna lie, I'm watching the show too. I'm watching all of this unfold too, so I'm gonna include myself just because I'm sitting at the lunch table with everybody too. Not saying that I wasn't, you know what I mean, include myself into the conversation of saying that, you know, you play a big part in this too, but because I feel like, you know, one thing I know is that every woman don't experience the same man, you know, the same way. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's experience with someone is going to always be different. And that's just is what it is. But she got a point, man. I mean, when she was coming around, Diddy was on fire. Like, on fire. Winning awards and all of that. Like, that's a fact. But, I mean, the world they're gonna crucify you just because that's what the world we live in, man. They're gonna crucify you. The minute you are associated with someone, that's just like you want to drive by shooting with someone, right? You don't know nothing about nothing. You just hopped in the whip that day and they do a drive-by shooting and the shit, you know, come back and hit the fan and all of y'all are under investigation. It's just like, damn, you guilty by association because you riding along with them and you knew nothing about it. You know what I mean? So it's just, this is tough. This is tough.
And then with him, it was like he was able to, you know, take my career to the next level. I did the Met Gala. I got ready with Vogue. Like, I wasn't going into the relationship thinking like, I want to get a purse. I want to go on private jets. I want to get diamonds. Like, I feel like I'm up on a mogul. I want to learn something. You know, like, I want to learn business. I want to learn how to, okay, you got a network. How can I get a network? Or, you know.
Let's get to that. All right, look. So people hear this whole city girl persona and they think, well, she just all about, you know, a nigga tricking on her or, you know, her emptying a nigga pockets. You know, things like that. But to hear her talk like this is beautiful. And I'm going to tell you why it's beautiful. It's beautiful because, you know, women get in position like that and don't learn nothing. And they just dare just to collect the bag. And when I say bag, meaning the Birkins and all of that shit that they be talking about and all of that. You know what I mean? Just to up the ante on the BBLs, the, you know, the breast implants, the lips injection. or just living the flashy lifestyle and not necessarily learning the business aspect of what a person got going on. How could I take my riches to a whole nother level of the riches?
So I went into that relationship like on a like more of like I want to become a mogul and I want to learn up under you. You know, most people just want to get their body done. You want to get a trip.
Come
You
on.
want to
Come
just do
on.
that video. Though I wasn't one of them.
All of that,
And
see?
that's what I respect
Shorty
about you.
shit, I'm
because
trying to
even
get
though
to it. I
you
you
a
think I'm here
single,
for the games? It ain't
me
that,
being your
shorty.
best
I'm
friend,
trying to
knowing
get to my shit. And she was like, I'm there for that. I don't give a fuck what everybody else got going on. This is what I'm here for. But this is good. I mean, him even telling her like, yo, you should start the podcast was even incredible to me. Hearing that, like, I don't know too much of what Diddy and this young lady really had, to be honest with you. I just know from maybe like a Shade Room post or something like that. I wasn't really heavily invested in what they had going on, but I think that's super dope. That's fire.
I took that more of like a learning experience as far as like trying to become a mogul. That's why I'm like, I'm a mogul. I'm a businesswoman.
Yeah.
I'm not just a rapper. Like I'm big in rap.
Yeah.
So
Word
I'm
up.
ready to get into some smoke because I feel like you popping it and you putting everything on the floor. So we
Yeah.
really want to dig a little deeper into your Miami.
Yeah, let's
You ready
get
for
to
the
that.
smoke?
I'm ready for the smoke. and
I
you
look. I
ready.
sort of. So
when it-
before we even get there, can we take a moment in time, just to say, Saucy, I appreciate the interviewing skills, homie. I ain't gonna lie, I see you, boy. One thing about homie, right? He's letting her talk, and he asking, real and the hard questions. Like, this is what we want. We don't want none of that love fugazi shit, man. Get to the shits. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't wait this long to hear Mama talk for nothing. Get to the real, and he's doing that. Like, and I just want to take this time to say that, like, homie, he on some G shit right now, and I'm fucking with the energy, real rap.
When we get on the stage and we do our routine, that was probably like the only interaction we had at the time when we was on tour together. So I don't really know like what was the moment that separated us, but I just felt like
You just felt like
it became a time where like when we was getting together, it just wasn't connecting. And
Damn,
If
they
you've
got
been in
plenty
a car
add in the
accident,
video, but I'll
don't
add
call an
I'll add
attorney.
some
Use
commentary
this AI
here
app
as we.
instead.
Yo, so when you really think about it, man, like honestly, things don't last forever, which is unfortunate. It's very unfortunate that things don't last forever. God placed these two in each other's lives at a time where they needed to be in each other's lives. And I'm pretty sure those moments will always and forever be cherished. Now, as you continue to grow into another version of yourself, that version may not be, functional with the older version you once was, you know what I mean, when it comes to that person. And that's understandable. Now, my thing is, if it's gonna be a falling out, let's have clarity. Like it all of this in between shit is ridiculous. Like, we should be woman or man enough to be able to come to the table and say, look, here's what I'm doing for me. From the sound of it, she didn't even know JT was working on the whole tape as she was being in LA and all of that, or whatever the fuck she was. She said, I didn't even know nothing was popping. It's just like, how? Y'all supposed to be a duo, a group. And then obviously JT probably felt like, shit, I don't function with what you got going on over there with Homeboy. And then shit, she will be going back and forth with Uzi. And I'm like, I don't like what is like this shit should be making my head hurt. Like, I never understood but outgrowing somebody is absolutely real. And we have to accept that. And take accountability for our actions. If we did anything to induce the fucking problem.
but I just felt like when all of these things came out, I just needed to take a break and focus on what's important. It was just me and my career.
Word.
And my family, and just,
Word.
let him navigate and figure that out in his own, because I can't get caught up in that.
Although he was so great to you
That's
and you didn't
commendable.
experience that,
See,
you still feel.
nothing wrong with that there. And a lot of people may be like, well, she jumped ship, and you know, when a nigga down bad, that's when, you know, they skirt off and all of that. That shit serious, man. It is what it is. It is too much going on around Diddy. And my advice to her would have been just that. Shorty, get the fuck away from there. That cloud that's around that situation over there, mama, you don't want to get rained on. It's gonna flood everything. And it ain't gonna be no coming back from it if you don't get the fuck from around there. And she did exactly what she needed to do for her mental peace and that state of mind. Because a lot of women would have done what the internet probably would have wanted them to do, in which is stay down, be a real bitch, and all of that, real nigga. You know how they get to, you know, they want to hold up this persona, and she did the right thing. That she did what was best for her, and we gotta commend her for that, man. We gotta commend her for that. And the world was tearing Shorty down, like and they had no clue, like she ain't got nothing to do with nothing. So that's good. I'm glad to hear her say that. Like, you know, I had to do what was best for me and my heart, because it was too much to handle. I like that. And she got kids. Like, let's you know, in the debacle there. Like, we gonna do what's best for, you know, them babies at the end of the day. Cause that when all this shit, the children is what gonna matter. For real, for real.
I just want to say thank you, because if it wasn't for you, I don't know what the fuck I would be. I probably would be somewhere like I probably would turn into a motherfucking pill popping animal, putting myself to sleep. Cause this was like pain that I never felt, and the people that I thought would be here for me turned this into like an aha moment.
Yeah.
Damn.
You get what I'm saying? And it just was like
moment of gratitude, man. Moment of gratitude. You know, Santana, a true and a loyal friend. Somebody who gonna be there with you no matter what, through thick and thin. You know, it's damn near like a marriage for real. They say for better or for worse. And homie, again, you can tell he's just so passionate about, you know, her endeavors. Like, and he may not even have anything to do with it. It's just something about, you know, one that just want to see their friend really, you know, get to a level in life that's just unattainable, right? But we get there, and it's so fulfilling to see your friend, you know, go through the ups and downs and come out strong in the end. And you can tell Saucy Santana just had a moment where it was just like, damn, this is my bitch right here in front of the camera talking. Like, and we've been talking behind the scenes, and she just, you know, ain't been wanting to do this, but she's doing it now. And she's doing it with sure will and determination to tell her side of the story, her truth. And he's able to live right here in this moment with her, because this shit gonna last forever. You know, it's gonna last forever. And, you know, I appreciate real friends. You know, and ain't too many. It's very rare to have a real one in your corner. You know what I mean? I've been there and done that with me and my lady, where we've been through the mud, man. We've been through the ringer, 16 years and running. You know, 7 years in marriage. And, you know, there were times where we felt like this ain't it. And the energy wasn't right around us. And we have friends abandon our shit. Like, people who seen us jump the broom wasn't there for us. And in times of need, though, where we need that support to keep this shit going. But by the grace of God, I mean, you know, God is real. He's real. He is real. He is real. You know, Caresha, Santana, I'm happy for y'all. I'm happy for y'all. I'm happy.
People build you up to break you down. So the reason why people fell in love with me is just like now it's just like, oh, you so ignorant, you so this, and I just feel like I don't got a personality no more, and it just really hurts.
I think that always remember your personality is what got you here.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
People-
Thank you. Right there, Santana. That right there. We definitely lose ourselves the minute we get like a, notoriety. We get to the the upper echelons of levels that we want to go to. We make it to the height that we climb so far to get to. It's only one place to go, mama. It's only one place to go after that, and that's on the decline. And a lot of people will rather see the decline because we seen you at the highest of the high. You know what I'm saying? Like now, when we watching this journey, a lot of people want to see the downfall, or they anticipate. Let me not say they it's like they just rather anticipate the downfall because that's the next thing to happen. And especially for a hater. Like, man, oh man, they can't wait for a motherfucker to fall from grace. You know what I mean? And again, we hold back on what we want to say, because the spotlight is bright on, and it's bright on us, and a lot of things will be scrutinized. A lot of things will be, twisted, and your word is just, you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. So, the young, flamboyant, outspoken person we once was will be turned into what we once was that everybody liked, will be turned into, well, she always got something to say, or it's just something, but they turn a positive into negative, like, or just make everything about it being a negative connotation. And that's just the world we live in, man. That should be fucked up for real.
K. Michelle, that's one of my favorite people, an artist, and just as a person. She came to me the other day and she was like, tell Caresha we love her.
Yeah, she did me.
She told me, she said, tell her we love her. She was like, and this is what happened to superstars.
Come on.
She said, everybody go up.
Come on.
And you have a time where shit happens.
Come on.
She said, and you shoot
right back up. Word.
And so I'm just...
Come on. She get it. Everybody go through their peaks and their valleys. And I just want to say this, man. I'm happy to see Shorty smile and laugh and giggle, because this shit, you can tell it's taking a toll on her. Oh my God. You can just tell, man, when one cringe up and get teary-eyed just from the first word before actually explaining the totality of something, you can tell, man, like it's just too much. It's too much on their heart. Too much on their shoulders. Too much on the plate. Yeah, Caresha, like this shit can be like that. It can be up. It can go right back to the valleys. And then, the same way you worked your ass off to get to the peak, let's get back to that. You know what I mean? Let's get back to that. Humility is sometimes it's everything, and it's quite humbling. But it's a beauty in the struggle every single time. And I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Of course, I got you, my best
Good,
friend.
man.
We gang in this bitch.
Thank you.
Good, man.
And that's all.
That's on Caresha Please.
That's on
Season
Caresha
2.
Please. Season
We out
2.
this motherfuckers.
Word. There it is, man. All right, look. As you can see, as you can hear, the spirit was broken a bit. But it seemed like it's getting back to a point where it's getting back high. High energy, high spirited, fun, loving, and somebody who's just ambitious. This shit can really take you to a place of depression, a place of loneliness, a place of just, I don't give a fuck about nothing right now. And you just forget to love yourself. And I feel good, after watching this. And Shorty is getting back to a place of loving self again. And when we go through turmoil, we go through the pitfalls of, fame and fortune, we lose ourselves. You know, she said it on several occasions. I feel like I lost myself, and that shit is real. It's real, man. It's real. And we got to do a lot of soul searching. So I feel like, in the midst of all of this, she stayed off the internet and, really did some soul searching. And I'm going to close here. Mama, I want you to continue to heal, do everything that is necessary for you to, stay in a place of fulfillment. Whether that's spending time alone, journaling, meditating, being with a cat like Saucy Santana, who's your best friend, if I'm not mistaken, to just keep your spirits high. We got to stay around that element. You know what I mean? And being with them babies, the babies is going to really hold you down like no other when you going through real life trauma. The baby's gonna be there no matter what. Mom, you the motherfucking greatest. Dad, you the best. I don't care what nobody's saying. I don't care what anybody's saying. And this was a hell of an interview. Hell of an interview. The glam on point. The camera quality on point. The audio was crazy. The outfits. The wigs. The nails. To even the motherfucking look like my ties they was sipping on and all that. Like everything was just on 10. You know what I'm saying? But shorty, continue to be the superstar that you are. And let not this world be the death of you. Fuck everything that be moving around this internet shit. Just know that it is a false reality. It's a fake world. That anybody can be. It can be a 10-year-old on the other side of that computer typing the hate that you see up in the commentary section. And stay out of that. Stop reading the comments. And listen, mama, keep doing what you do. Sky's the limit. Reach for the moon and the stars and the galaxy and all of that. Young Miami, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all let me know what you think about this whole ordeal. Drop it down in the commentary section below. It's the one and only Fanatic, but you can call me PLO. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the like button. Share the video, because that's the only way we gonna grow. Follow me on some of the social medias, the Twitters, the Instagrams, and all that good shit. Please. I talk back. It's the boy. If you try to do one, I'm gonna do two. If you try to do three, I'm gonna do four. I think it's about that time, man. I gotta go.